This is the PPC Tutor Podcast. Join us as we provide valuable tools, tips and resources, helping you to kickstart your PPC career.
Thanks for joining me on this podcast episode. My name is Mike, and in this episode, I'm going to be talking about Google Ads certification. And many people who are in the industry obviously take certification because it helps to promote their services, to show the skills and the experience they have. But some people obviously want to know, is certification hard? Is Google Ads certification hard to do? And is it something achievable? And the way you get certified in Google Ads is through their platform Skillshop. So if you do a search on Google, search for Skillshop, one of the top listings there will be this platform. It's a learning management system, an LMS. So in there, you can take exams and get certified as you pass them. Now, getting certified has many benefits, obviously. As I mentioned, you can really show your skills and experience. But some people really struggle to get that certification because there are some challenges. The first one is you obviously need to take some time reading and doing some training and go through the system. Now, you can obviously use the training materials that are provided in Skillshop, or you can use other training material, but you're probably best to use the training that's provided in there and go through that and then pass the exams. But there is a bit of a learning curve, obviously, depending on which systems you want to learn, which channels and campaigns and so on. But they're all in there. There's search, there's video, there's display, app, and so on. And so you would need to study that and learn and read. And then once you've completed that and are comfortable and are ready, you can take the certification. The other challenge, obviously, besides the reading is even when you pass the exams, that's only for 1 year. So you need to do that the next year and so on and so forth. But you'll find it easy as the years go by, as I've found for myself. The first time I took the exams, I failed. And I took them again and I failed again. But with time, it became a lot easier. And I'm always reading and studying the material in there. And now I find it really easy. And I regularly hit like 100% on the search, on the shopping campaigns. And you'll find that as well as you learn the system and as you practice it. The other important bit is not just studying. You also need to do some practical exercises. So set up an account, test the different campaign types. And as you're learning, just follow the process. There's a lot of learning material outside Google as well. There's videos that you can follow. There's blogs. You can even take one-to-one training. I offer one-to-one group training through the Google Ads Academy. And if you go on my website, you will see that. And in there, I take people on a full day training course, and it takes about 8 hours. And at the end of it, they really have much insight into how the system works, how to set up campaigns, how to manage them. But as I mentioned, there's many other ways to learn. You can watch videos on YouTube. You can buy a book as well. I've written a book, Master Google Ads, and you can check that out on my website. There's other guys who've also written good books. If you go on Amazon, you'll see those books and the materials and even the guides that you can learn from. And it will help you with the certification. But, this is not just a one-off thing. It's ongoing learning so that you can not just pass the exams and get the certification, but to be more effective, to run effective campaigns. Google Ads is effective, but it requires some real focus. It requires some learning and learning from mistakes and continuing down that route. And the certification is not the end of it. Once you've gotten the certification, you can then move on to partnership status if you want to become a Google partner, which I definitely recommend. Now, to get to the partner status, you obviously need the certification. You need to have passed the exams. You also need to manage a certain amount over 90 days. I believe it's about $10,000 or £10,000, something like that. But, I've always maintained that I manage millions of pounds every 90 days. Yeah, that's one other thing. You also need to maintain a certain performance level. You'll see that when you set up your account and you're managing campaigns. So across your accounts, your client accounts, you would need to maintain a certain performance level. It's about 70% now optimization score in Google Ads. So you definitely need that. So really, Google Ads certification, it's not hard. As long as you're committed, as long as you want to learn and apply some of these concepts and just take the exams, you will really see some amazing results. And the exams themselves, sorry, I didn't mention this, but the exams, like search, for example, it's about 100 questions and you need an 80% mark to pass that. So if you go into Skillshop, you'll be able to see that as you're taking the exam. So about 100 multiple choice questions. That's a lot, but you probably need about 1.5 hours to complete it. I think they give you about 2 hours or something like that to complete it. But just keep learning and you will pass those exams, and try and get certification in all the campaign types that are important for you. So that's search, which is usually the main one, and shopping, if that's important. Shopping is a good platform. Video on YouTube, display, apps, if you're going to be doing apps. I've got certification in all the campaign types, and although I don't set up app campaigns all the time or video campaigns all the time, it does help. It does show up in my profile. I mean, search and shopping for me is the primary ones, and display as well. So yes, certification is great. Not so hard, as long as you're committed, you can do it and you can pass it. I've failed initially when I started, but now, it's just a breeze. And I just love the system. I love the certification and the partnership.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the PPC Tutor Podcast. To find out more, why not connect with us online by visiting our website at www.mikencube.co.uk. Join us again next time for more valuable tools, tips and resources helping you to kickstart your PPC career.